Hello, hello. It's Speak Now 1, Lesson 23, Part B. No, it isn't that page. It's this other page. This one. We had this one last lesson, you're right. But we aren't having that today. We're having this one. Last lesson we talked about asking about frequency and describing frequency. It was a very nice lesson because we do this all the time in Portuguese. And we asked how often we bought newspapers, energy drinks, magazines, vitamins or vitamins, candies, flowers, gum, and phone cards. Curiously, everybody answered that they never buy phone cards. But some people still buy newspapers. Some people only sometimes buy flowers, and so on. Well, this is what we talked about. Then we had this conversation between Adam and Lian, and they talked about her use or her passion for magazines, fashion and interior design magazine. But today, let's move on and talk about the language booster. Oh, by the way, you can click here up and find here the video for the other lesson. Okay, previous lesson, you can watch that. Notice the different ways we ask about and describe frequency. We have basically two different ways to ask about frequency. Do you ever buy magazines? Like, it means, does it happen to you to buy something, to do something? Do you ever buy? Yes, I often buy them. Yes, I sometimes do. What's the do? Buy magazine. No, I never do. No, I never or I rarely buy a magazine. This is one kind of question, and there's also this one. How often do you buy magazines? Oh, I buy them every day. I buy them twice a week. I buy them once a month, or 3 or 4 times a year. You see the difference? How often? You don't answer with often. And do you ever? Then you answer with often, or other adverbs of frequency. In the class, we are going to take turns asking and describing how frequently we do these things below. Read things online, buy books, read celebrity magazines. Do you ever read celebrity magazines? Revista? Cara, dá sono até de pensar. But lots of people are really crazy about those magazines. I respect that. I never read celebrity magazines, but some people often do, and it's okay. Read things online. How often do you read things online? Repeat this question. How often do you read things online? I read things online 3 times a week. Do you ever buy books? Yes, I often buy books. And so on. But the idea is for you to give your answer about your frequency, right? That's it. And then we have, like this example, we are going to practice this in the live lesson. We could also think about other activities. How often do you work out? How often do you go to the supermarket? Do you ever go to the cinema? These things. How often do you read things online? I read things online every day. After that, we have this pronunciation exercise. Intonation in questions. I always talk about that 8-year-old child. Do you ever buy comic book? When we are children, we ask things like that when we are reading. But we are no longer children, right? You can see there's a rising intonation, but it isn't whoop. No, it's like this. It sounds natural. Do you ever buy comic books? What do you read? Do you see the difference? When it's a yes or no question, because here you have yes or no as an answer. How is the intonation? Do you ever buy comic books? And when we have, what's the name of this kind of question? Look, it is a question. It's a WH question. And you have a falling intonation. Let's listen to the audio, and it's going to be easier for us to understand the point. It's track number 20. Pay attention, listen and practice. Notice how we use rising intonation with yes or no questions and falling intonation with WH questions. Please repeat the sentences, okay, while you watch the video. Please, Gavão, don't start.
Page 57. Pronunciation. A. Listen and practice. Notice how we use rising intonation with yes-no questions and falling intonation with WH questions. 1.
Do you ever buy comic books?
2.
What do you read?
3.
Do you read celebrity magazines?
4.
When do you read books?
That's it. We have rising intonation when it's yes or no question and WH question, falling intonation. Take turns asking and answering the questions above. How often this, how often that, and pay attention to intonation, right? This is it. Easy, and I hope you can understand, and we can practice a lot at the live lesson. What do we have to do in the Speak with Confidence here in this lesson 23, part B? Walk around the class, ask, do you ever? Question. If someone answers yes, write the person's name and ask a follow-up question. Like, do you ever buy things on sale? Repeat, do you ever buy things on sale? Do you ever buy used things? Do you ever shop in malls? Do you ever buy gifts for friends? And then you have to write your name or your partner's name and additional information. For example, do you ever buy used things? I rarely buy used things, but computers and cars, I usually buy them used. And then you would write my name Xink, and you could ask a follow-up question. When did you last buy a computer? Oh, it was 2-3 months ago, right? This is it. And we are going to practice asking all these questions and seeing the information. After that, we are going to check better and understand better these sentences. So, how often do you watch my videos? I hope you always watch my videos, and I hope you always like them. So this is it. See you in the live lesson or in the next video. And if you are watching that on YouTube, please strike the like button and see you. Bye bye.